That is lesson number 4, protecting Earth's water, land, and air. So girls, till now, lesson 1, 2, 3, we studied human impact on land, human impact on air, and human impact on water. Like what are we doing that it is affecting the earth or atmosphere. Now today we are going to learn how to rectify these mistakes. Like what how can we protect when we are the one who are destroying land, we are the one who are throwing things in the water, we are the one polluting the air. So what measures or how can we help to protect earth's water, land, and air? This is what we are going to learn in this lesson. So let us begin this. You will see, and you will watch the video, and simultaneously I will explain you.
Welcome to the lesson, Protecting Earth's Water, Land, and Air. In this lesson, we're going to explore how humans can use Earth's water, land, and air resources with less impact on the environment. The vocabulary words for this lesson are conservation and stewardship.
So we just have two things. We have stewardship.
Click each word to
Steward,
find out more about
means
it.
that we are helping them. Conservation is either by saving it or either by helping. Helping, we'll see what ways we are using it. Again, protecting Earth's water, land, and air have two vocabulary words, conservation and stewardship. Before seeing the stewardship,
do you know where your water comes from when you turn on the faucet? Drinking water comes from lakes, streams, human-made reservoirs, and aquifers. We need clean, fresh water in order to survive and stay healthy and to grow plants for food. All organisms need it to survive. Pollution of our water, land, and air negatively impacts human health and the health of organisms around us. What are some ways we can work together to manage our resources more carefully? One way is through new laws. Imagine if a new law said that each person could only use 20 gallons of water per day. Would it save water? What kind of impact would that law have on our lives? How much water could be saved? Could you limit yourself to 20 gallons of water per day? Girls, there are so many questions he's asking you. He's asking you that one way is conservation. That is, you can save water by applying some law in our daily life. Like example, if I say that you will be only giving 20 gallons, that are 20 big gallons in one day for one person. Do you think that is enough for you? And do you think that will really help to save water? What is your opinion in that? He's asking all these questions there. Before you answer, please, one of you read this out. What is stewardship? Come on, any one of you.
Where?
Okay, what are conservation and stewardship?
There's nothing.
It's where?
There's
The
nothing.
page.
Wait a minute.
There's nothing.
Wait a minute, dear.
Yeah, now there's something. Miss, can I read it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. What are
Conservation. It's not conversation. It's conservation. That means saving.
conservation and stewardship? Stewardship is the careful and responsible management of a resource.
You know the word steward we use for in the plane. The male air hostess is called as steward. The male person who's serving you in the airplane, he is called a steward. So with the name itself, you can remember that stewardship means it is a careful and responsible management of a resource. Continue.
Stewardship of Earth's natural resources will ensure that the environment stays clean enough to help keep people and other living things healthy.
Okay. So stewardship means it's something from the earth we are using to make the environment clean, and we are helping people to keep and the other living to be healthy. Any action that helps maintain or improve the environment is an act of stewardship. Any action, girls, any like example today, you think of cleaning an area of other than your house, or if you do something that's called stewardship, you are taking an action to help something for betterment. That's called a stewardship. Now here, continue.
Water-wise, how can we preserve water resources? Earth's fresh water supply is limited, so it is important to use this resource very carefully. There are many ways to
reduce water.
There are many reduce water usage. People should also be careful to avoid polluting water because the quality of water is important to the health of both human and ecosystems.
We must also think of not polluting the water because, of course, the water we drink or the water we use, it's very important to get quality of water to avoid health problems for both humans and ecosystems both. Next page. How can we preserve water resources? The main way to protect drinking water is by keeping pollution from entering streams, lakes, and other water sources. I told you the spills, they spill out many oil or many chemical waste into streams, lake, and other water sources. We must find another way so that we avoid to throw away these things. Okay, when you go to beaches nowadays, you see a clear, they say don't throw things, don't throw trash, and there are many people watching you out there in the open beaches, which are private beaches these days. Certain laws indicate how clean drinking water must be and limit the types of chemicals that can be released into water. Individuals can help by disposing of toxic chemicals safely. You must not throw directly into water, and by reducing the amount of fertilizers. We use so many pesticides in the garden. So you must avoid using those chemicals and pesticides in the garden so that after it rains, it doesn't go and flow into the river. So he said by, avoiding not to throw things in the water, harmful things, and by not disposing toxic chemicals like danger chemicals, or by throwing them in the safe place. Okay, now let's continue the video. Wait a second, girls. Did you understand the word stewardship?
Yes. Yes.
You can't avoid all negative impact on resources, but there are things you can do to minimize your impact. There are 3 principles to being a wise steward of resources. Reduce your impact whenever possible, conduct your impact as responsibly as possible, and repair your impact. Click the above images to learn more about each
Be
principle.
more responsible and repair it. Let us see how they are doing it.
How can you reduce your impact? How about conserving water, recycling, or riding your bike, walking, or taking the bus to school? Reduce your impact by using less. Click the next image to see how to conduct your impact responsibly. People need to travel and they need to eat. However, driving a hybrid car, using public transportation such as a bus or a train, or carpooling with other people saves important resources and reduces pollution.
See, girls, like imagine in a school bus you have 20 to 25 students. That means 20 to 25 cars which had to come to the way to school did not come that day because those boys and girls are there in the school bus. So they are avoiding. Here in Saudi Arabia, we don't think much, but cities like Los Angeles and big cities which are really highly populated, they advise to use, and even in India, they advise to use the local trains or local, metros, so that they avoid pollution and it's better for everyone.
Asking for a biodegradable container instead of plastic or foam for leftovers, or bringing your own reusable containers are just a few ways to be responsible.
Do you know the country, or do you know some countries which are not using plastic? Even if you go to buy things like in Panda, they give you in the paper bag. They don't use plastic at all. There are countries which don't use plastic at all. Imagine, girls.
Still, we all have some impact on the environment. Click the next image to see some way. When farmers deplete the soil or developers cut down trees to make room for buildings, they can try to repair the impact to the land. Farmers can practice sustainable farming techniques that allow the soil to recover before they plant there again. Builders can plant new trees to replace ones that were cut down. Water is essential to the health and survival of human beings. Click the first image to learn some ways we can protect and conserve our water resources.
Again, I say conserve means to save. So he's giving us some ways how can we save some water and water resources.
Before the 1970s, very few laws existed to protect our water resources. Because water is such an important resource, many laws were made to prevent pollution of water resources, such as the Clean Water Act and the Safe Drinking Water Act. These laws are enforced by the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. We need clean water to stay healthy. How does water get polluted? Anything that goes down a drain or on the ground could be a pollutant. Whether someone pours paint into a sewer on purpose or just lets a little motor oil drip on the ground, the effect is the same. Maintaining and improving water quality depends on reducing pollution. Water pollution can be reduced by following simple rules about proper disposal of trash and chemicals such as motor oil, and by using non-toxic products whenever possible. Fertilizer contains chemicals and products that are harmful to water quality. Reducing the amount of fertilizer used in...
They have pesticides. We add pesticides to avoid all those bacteria or insects, but later on when it rains, it flows back to the river or lakes, which causes destruction or which causes pollution of water.
Landscaping and agriculture will help improve water quality by reducing polluted runoff. Keeping our water clean is important. Because water is a limited resource, we must conserve it. What does it mean to conserve water? Conserving water means reducing the amount of water we use in order to have enough to meet future demand. What are some ways to conserve water? We can conserve water by changing individual habits, changing agricultural and landscaping processes, and by recycling water.
Again, they're saying by recycling water. We read till here, right? Okay. Dana, can you read this out?
What?
I'm just wait a second, it will come to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe a minute if you come. Can you see it?
Yeah. This is your land. How can we preserve land resources? We must protect land resources from overuse and pollution and repair the damage that has been done. Preservation or protecting land from being damaged or changed is very important. Local state and national parks protect many natural areas and help ensure the survival of
Many species. Girls, till now we studied about water. How can you preserve water, or what are the different ways? Now we'll come to land. Overuse pollution, and we must protect the land from overuse and pollution and repair damage that has already been done. Girls, cutting out trees, making buildings. We are saying that, but I don't think so we are doing properly. Preservation or protecting land from being damaged or changed is very important. Local states and national parks protect many natural areas and help ensure the survival of many species. You know, when we cut down trees and when we cut down forests to build a new city, we are taking away homes from many animals. We cannot even imagine, girls, what all it affects to animals when their homes are being taken away.
Many human activities negatively impact the land, reducing the quality or function of the land and its ecosystems. 4 ways people can prevent or repair land degradation include reforestation, soil conservation, recycling, and decreasing urban sprawl. Click each image. Improving soil conditions can prevent or repair degradation of farmland. Recycling is a relatively low-cost, easy way to prevent damage to the land. Recycling can reduce the need for new mining of raw materials, such as glass or aluminum. It can also reduce industrial costs. Decreasing urban sprawl reduces the loss of rural and natural areas to urbanization. Vertical mixed-use development is one method to prevent urban sprawl. Building in empty lots within an urban core, called infill development, is another method to reduce urban sprawl.
Okay, girls, that's it for today. I'll continue in my next lesson.